It's been so good. Oh, the autonomy of being alone. It is so good. You know, I didn't even think about being alone until I was applying to rent this house, and the owner said, "Are you alone?" And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm single." So, alone sounds worse. I'm alone because I'm too crazy now. Who would want me? If somebody said you want to go to a dinner and a movie, I would be like, you mean poison and brainwashing? Find somebody crazier than me? What the fuck is that going to be? Oh my God, oh my God. So I'm working on my judgment. All right, so you can't even judge the judgmental, which sucks. Because they're wrong and stupid and beneath us. So I'm realizing that no matter how much we're truth seekers and there's things that we want to know the truth and we're dedicated to finding out the truth and digging down to the truth on things, there's some things that people don't want to know. And a lot of my friends will tell me that. I don't want to know that. Like, you can choose what you believe. You know, if you can believe in bullshit, then you can not believe in truth. You can just pick. Oh no, not in my world, no. I was watching the moon with my friend, and a chemtrail went right across the middle of the moon, and I go, "That's nano, aluminum, barium, and strontium," and he goes, "Not in my world, it's not." I'm like, all right, dude. You know, there's a difference between positivity and denial, fucker. La 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 la, right? Isn't that your reaction to a lot of things? La 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 la. It reminds me of an experience I had driving. I was driving down South Congress, and there was a guy in front of me that was veering all over the place, and I thought he was drunk. And then I got a little closer, and I saw it was a deaf couple having an argument. And oh my God, they were screaming. They were like, da 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 da, oh, da 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 da. And I don't read sign language, but they were hurting my feelings with their tone. I was like, oh. And then the light changes, and we're on the Congress Bridge, and he starts veering off, and I see that she has taken his face and turned it, and she's telling him something. And I honked. At deaf people. Which is kind of how I feel about truth telling. It's a lot like honking at deaf people. Sort of a feeling. One of my friends was saying, if you believe that there are people who don't care about the welfare of others, that they're so hard-hearted that they're more worried about maintaining their rich lifestyle than they are about their fellow humans, then I find that hard to believe. And I was like, well, we have flying killer robots that are murdering children in Afghanistan. And she goes, "You are ruining my cocktail." I was like, okay, but you can't imagine those hard-hearted people who don't care. You know, so the flu shots and the cokes and stuff, I mean, you know, your parents and your grandparents, and they're drinking fluoride too. We need to tell them while they still don't know who we are. Piss them off now, they won't remember later. When my grandmother had Alzheimer's, I was like, well, at least she's not mad about the thank you notes I didn't send. She doesn't know who I am, but she no longer thinks I'm an ungrateful little shit either. Now, mosquitoes and ticks, of course the ticks have the Lyme and stuff in them. And dang, man, when you look at pest control and all the poison they put out in the world to control the pests, it makes me wonder who they think the real pests are. Are we the pests? Every time we chemtrail, I feel like yelling raid and running under a big refrigerator. We should build one, right? We should build a big ass refrigerator, and every time they chemtrail, we'll all go raid, and we'll run under there, and then we'll have like oxygen, and, calcium bentonite clay that removes heavy metals. And right? Juice bar to flush all that shit out of you. You know, trying to talk to people these days, and no wonder they can't think. We're so indoctrinated and inoculated and educated and just fucking hypnotized. That's how I feel about people. Most of them, it's not as if they're in denial so much as they're just hypnotized. They're like glazed over by the flash rate of the television or something, where they're just unable to take in, you know, yeah. Next time you're talking to somebody about something that's vital, like my friend the other day, I was like, these migraines are just destroying my life, and she's drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. I was like, well, you know, the aspartame causes migraines. Oh, that's what everybody says. Leave my Dr. Pepper alone. Next day she's in the hospital with a fucking migraine. And they're probably bringing her Diet Dr. Pepper in the hospital. Hospital nutritionist, oxymoron. So it's like they're hypnotized. In fact, I'm going to stop trying. Next time somebody is like, la 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 la, I'm just going to go. When I snap my fingers, you will be awake and alert and able to assimilate new information. Maybe that's not the analogy. Maybe we've all bitten the poison apple and fallen asleep. And then we're just waiting for the kiss of true love to wake us up. Does it have to be a prince? Fuck those princes. Right? I don't even want a prince at my age. God, a knight in shining armor? That sounds awful. I want somebody in burnt, dented, beat-up armor. Right? Because that guy has fought some dragons. Shiny boy's just been sitting around polishing himself. He's going to be no help whatsoever.